we're actually building a completely new college. This isn't a rebuild of a bit of the college, it's a completely new headquarters building for us, which will replace all 4 of our sites in Bracknell. We've currently got a main site here at Church Road, another large site at Wick Hill, and 2 rented sites just down London Road here at Haley House and Easton Road. And the new college will actually be bigger than all of those put together. But of course it will also be much more state-of-the-art, it will be modern, it will have the very latest information technology, the very best of facilities for students. What you can see at the moment is the start of the shell of the building. I mean, it's going to be about 7 stories. Obviously it's a step building, so the number of floors varies from one end of the building to the other. But what we've got is the first two floors plus the what we call the plinth level. That's the bit that will be below the ground floor where the workshops are. That's now complete in terms of the concrete frame and the pillars and the actual basic construction of the building. But the same process will now continue until September as we put the 3rd, 4th, 5th and top floors on. And there'll also be a bit we're calling the prow, which actually oversails the roundabout, which will give the building its distinctive shape. So this is the start of the frame. When it's complete in September, you'll be able to see the whole outline of the new building in terms of the concept and the shape. And then, of course, over the autumn, the cladding will be put on and the windows. By about the end of this year, it'll effectively be weather tight, and then through all of the start of 2009, we'll be doing what we call the finishes, which is actually equipping the building in every way. I mean, it'll just be a concrete shell inside, and it needs furnishing, decorating, and all the services installed. Well, I started thinking about it the very day I came for interview here, and I was offered the job, because the message from the governing body when they asked me to become principal here was very much about accommodation. The fact that the college was extremely successful, students were happy, staff did a great job, but really the buildings were very much below par. And that was in March 2004. So I suppose it's just over 4 years ago. And when you've accepted a job, you spent several months thinking about it before you arrive. Really it's been on my desk ever since I arrived in September 2004. But for me, when the building process actually starts, which was actually July last year, when the builders actually arrive and start building, my job is half done then, because my job is to get the project started, get the money, get the planning permission, and all the other major tasks that you have to undergo. Once it's being built, in a sense, I can just sit back and watch, as long as they do it properly. So I'll be very pleased when the prow bit is built, because I think that's an interesting challenge, and I'm sure it's been done many times before. But actually building the building as it goes over the roundabout is quite a technical challenge. They have to build a platform, because obviously pedestrians and motorists have to be absolutely safe, and then so you build a platform, and then you have to erect the building over that platform. So that'll be good. And I guess when it's complete in terms of the frame, it'll be really exciting to do what's called topping out, which is actually going to stand on the top floor. I think by tradition you break a bottle of champagne or something, a bit like launching a ship, but I'll enjoy that bit too.
And how do you think you'll feel when this building comes down?
Well, that's an interesting question. I mean, I guess at the very end, when it starts being demolished, people will be quite upset, really. Especially people who've worked here for a long time. But on the other hand, I think they'll be quite relieved as well, because don't forget, we haven't got a car park until this building comes down, so I think they'll be glad that their car park's coming back. And I think we'll fit really well. I think as you come up London Road from the Ascot direction, you'll see this building. We intend to have a very obvious and visible electric sign on the top, some sort of illuminated sign. And I think as people arrive, the college will be a symbol that they're arriving at a town that's got an enormous amount to offer.